Right, hello everyone, this is Product Shard, and today we're going to be going over this week's Gun of the Week. As you can see, it is the QBB LSW, I think, but the kind of specific thing that makes it the most interesting is to put Rapid Fire on it. It's already the LMG with the highest rate of fire, and quite a bit of recoil, so putting Rapid Fire on it makes it much faster and gives it a lot more recoil. So this makes it rather difficult to use, but it is very powerful if you can get it working right. As you will see hopefully from these clips here, it does kill very fast, but you do have to get used to the recoil and stuff. One of the most kind of useful parts of it is obviously the first, I think I've got extended mags on here, which bumps it out from 75 to 100 mags. No, rounds, sorry. And basically like the first 5 to 10 shots have virtually no recoil, because it doesn't really have time to set the recoil in, at least not visually. It probably does in the game, but you'll be probably getting close to people with this gun, and so you don't really notice it for those first few shots. And as long as you get the, depending on whether you're using the sight or the iron sights, if you get the center of the screen on them, then they're basically dead before they can do anything because of the high rate of fire. And because it's an LMG, it has a massive range profile, as Drifter says it is. And this means up to a very high range it will kill in the lowest number of shots for it. I think for this gun it was probably 4 to 5 shots. Is the lowest it does, and that means up to half the map away it will still kill in 4 to 5 shots, which is very useful, and if you can use it right, it kills very quickly, as I said. Obviously the biggest downfall is the massive recoil once you start getting into spraying people, but that is why I've got the laser sight on, and I'll go through classes at the end. Well, my favourite 2 classes. This is the first kind of way I used it, which is just with the iron sights and aiming down sight as much as possible, but also having the ability to hip fire. And this allows you to get kills like this. The hip fire is madly useful because it is an LMG, so the hip fire is rather huge, but because it fires so many bullets so quickly, it doesn't really matter that the hip fire is big. They will eventually get hit by enough bullets to kill them, and that makes it very useful when going into close quarters and you see 3 people. Also, because of the huge ammo capacity, you can continue to spray for ages. It's not like with a submachine gun where you kind of fire or hip fire at 1 or 2 people, and then you've got the burden of reloading and you may die at that point. But with extended mags, or even with not, you've still got 75 bullets, which means you can basically hold down the trigger for a good 10 seconds or so. I'm not sure if that's true, whether it would be 10. That does seem like quite a long time. Maybe more like 5, but if you see a bunch of people, you can just hold down the trigger and you do not have to worry at all about the kind of running out of ammo in your magazine. And the QBB also has a really fast reload time compared to most other LMGs. It kind of has the same as the Hammer because it's only got that 75 round. You don't have to load in a whole new I don't know what they call it, but box mag, where it has all the rounds that you've got to open the top and put it in and set the bullets out to the side and stuff. You basically just hold it up, pop the magazine out, pop it back in, and you've got your 75 rounds left. So it makes it much easier to kind of run around and be a lot quicker with it. Or you can use it like this. This class I have the suppressor, the ACOG, and the Rapid Fire, obviously. And this means you can snipe people by, instead of hitting them with 1 bullet, you more hit them with about 50. This is on hijacked at the moment. I managed to get 2 Guardians and put them on the main, the middle door, and the left side, and I am just looking down the right side with this ACOG. and you fire so many bullets that as soon as they get hit by one, then they're, unless they've got hardened, I think it's hardened, they don't get they get massive recoil, which makes it very difficult for them to hit you. But also because of the recoil, it's a bit difficult to hit them. If you do start panicking or you miss the first few shots, then your aim is going to go madly off. But you can see I'm basically just looking down this place, our whole team is, and just spraying in a load of bullets. Your accuracy is going to go down like mad, but you can get some pretty decent kills with this setup, which again I'll go over at the end, to get some cool kills and good final kills where you actually got a kill with a QBB over like 10 meters, which is quite a feat for this gun. Even without rapid fire, it's pretty difficult to kill people at long range, but compared to maybe a Scorpion or something with the same rate of fire, this actually has like really low recoil, especially if you didn't put the rapid fire on. It would be like perfectly fine dealing with these sorts of situations, but rapid fire just makes it way more interesting. So we'll go into the first class that you just saw there. This has got ACOG, suppressor, and rapid fire. The suppressor you can take off if you want, if you don't like it. The suppressor adds recoil. The ACOG sight takes away the same amount of recoil. So basically you're only dealing with the rapid fire, and you have a nice zoom scope so that you can see people further away. Be a lot more accurate than the iron sights, which you basically spray with. Then you got lightweight and dexterity to keep your movement speed up, and toughness, so if you do get shot and you're trying to shoot someone reasonably far away, then it won't jump up even more than the recoil is already bringing it. Then equipment is up to you. I have claymores because you're more likely to be camping with this one, or kind of staying in a set position like I was on Hijacked and looking down a particular like alleyway, and with the accuracy and with the speed you can get nice kill cams like this. I know I was camping, but never mind. Then tactical nades doesn't really matter, but with this gun, if you're putting rapid fire on, you may not need to, but I would always advise primary gunfighter. It just makes it much more fun, being able to put more attachments on. Then onto the second class that you saw at the beginning. You've got extended mag, rapid fire, and the laser sight. This means hip fire is way more accurate, much more reliable than when it is normally, and it's just kind of a much faster class because you haven't got that ACOG. You don't have to be aiming at people far away. You've got the iron sights, which are much more aim near them, hold down the trigger, and it will hopefully kill them. And because you've got the lightweight, dexterity, same perks, you can run fast, and if someone does come up in front of you, you've obviously sprinted at them with lightweight, like I have here in this game of S&D, and if you see them in front of you, you just hold down the trigger with dexterity, and it starts firing like mad, and they start getting hit by a few bullets, and their recoil goes off the screen, and they can't hit you, and eventually you will hit them with enough bullets to kill them, which makes it pretty reliable again. I've got sensor grenade on this one, which I don't tend to use with anything else, but because you do have to be, well, it does take a long time to aim down sight, you've got reduced mobility, so you need to be much more aware of where people are. So I've got the sensor grenade, so I just throw it in the middle of the map or something, or an S&D when you don't know who's in a building. It will map out where people are, and you can kind of take it more slowly. You can wait till they bunch up or something, so you can just hip fire, spray them down, and it makes it a lot easier to kill them. Then I've also got C4, because you will be running around, hopefully, with this class, a lot more than the other one, and if someone is behind cover or in a building and you can't hip fire enough bullets through the wall, then you can just lob a quick C4 over, and it just, again, speeds up what you're doing. So hopefully you'll have fun with this class. First of all, actually getting it to the rapid fire attachment, that does take quite a while, but once you've got that, it should be pretty fun. So cheers for watching, have fun with this, and see you next week.